I guess there's one more thing I should say about eye contact, and that is there is a cultural issue. I know in Korea, for example, eye contact is not appropriate in all situations. In Korea, we don't look at each other. It's an aggressive gesture, especially when there's a difference in power, like a teacher to a young student. In America, actually, the opposite is true. In other Western cultures, you're listening to me, you're looking me in the eyes. So please remember that when you hear me talk about making eye contact, smiling. When you're talking about something serious, you still have to smile. In American culture, again, I'm not talking about you speaking in your native culture, in your native language. I'm talking about speaking to foreigners in a public space. Even if you're talking about sad, angry, frustrating things, you're still going to smile. Just like laughing, we talked about fake laughing. Smiling is the same thing. It's a behavior that changes the way you feel. Even if you're smiling because you're nervous, smiling will make you feel better. It has something to do with being able to see it. If you're smiling, usually it's like a yawn, it's also contagious, and it'll cause other people to smile. And when you see other people smiling, that comes back to you as a warm, happy feeling that will then make the fake smile a real smile. One of the suggestions that I've heard is you think of a memory that makes you smile, something very happy for you, connected to you strongly. And when you're in the stressful situations, you think of that memory before you start speaking, get happy, okay? And it puts you in the mood to smile. It puts the smile on your face. And when the smile is on your face, then you're able to make it more real. So again, we're talking about faking it until you make it. One of the things that I would like to point out is not just smiling while public speaking, which is very important, even when you're talking on the phone. There have been scientific research done showing that people can tell, I don't know how, but people can tell when you're smiling even if they can't see you. It has a great effect on the listener. So let's make our opinion video about music. What I want you to do is I want you to think about the question, what kind of music do you like? It's a very simple and common question. And when you're answering, don't just answer with a general genre. I like pop music. Conversation is finished. Check. Give examples of the kinds of music you like. Give examples. Give a reason why you like a certain sound or why you don't like certain sounds. Try to give a recommendation. Part of conversing or talking to people in other countries is their experience is going to be very different from yours. So giving recommendations is pretty important when you're talking about your music that you like. You can say, well, I personally really like ballads. A lot of Koreans like ballads. I hear that a lot, but I'm a foreigner. I don't really know what does ballads mean even. I mean, I've lived in Korea for 5 years. I know what ballads are. Don't send me information about ballads. But what I mean is, it's a genre in Korea that's not a genre in other countries. So give an example. Give them if you give 10 examples, it's too many. I won't remember. But if you give me one example, for example, I love almost everything by Wolf Parade. I could put a link up. Such a good band. But if you give a band, give a song title. Here's the band I like. Here's the reason I like them. Here's a link to their song. Make a question. What do you think about it? Is it your taste, your style? If it is, great. I have more recommendations. If not, Why don't you tell me about what you like? Remember, we're doing this because one, I want you to improve your conversation skills. 2, I want you to improve your ability to give your opinion. And 3, confidence. It's all about confidence. 3 is a great number, isn't it? All right, try, make mistakes, and keep going. See you guys next time.